An impressive release. Very long, but like not too chaotic. Perfectly
robust,
controlled.
even
Robust. It has a nice full body. You know,
I always hate that terminology. People like pour a bottle of wine, and they say full body, and I'm like, what does that mean?
I could open up the bottle of wine that I have in the kitchen if we want to have some wine.
No, fuck you. So we watched Inside Out 2 today.
Yeah, we super did. What'd you think of Inside Out 2, Josh?
Okay. I don't want to be harsh on this movie.
Okay.
Because you know what? This was so much more enjoyable than the first one. And I don't know if it's sacrilege to say I fucking hated the first Inside Out movie. I thought it was straight up awful. I thought it looked like shit. I thought the script was shit. Hated the characters.
Reasonable.
Except for anger. Or that's for other reasons. Just hated the whole package. Everything about it.
Yeah.
And in this movie, I'm like half asleep. But like that's fine.
Yeah. You're half asleep, but you stayed awake, you know?
Right.
The whole thing.
Like the scene where like the alarm goes off in the first act, you probably saw me like jet a bit, and that's because I was half asleep.
Yeah, and the alarm blaring woke you up. It was a little bit of a jump scare. I do agree. I do agree.
What? Definitely not a jump scare how the movie wanted it to be.
Or maybe. Maybe.
They were like, people are going to fall asleep because nothing's happened in the first half hour. We need to wake them up.
How do we do that? Blare an alarm in their fucking face.
Right.
Fuck it, right?
What's your reverence for Inside Out? How'd you just like
my reverence?
Yeah.
I have no reverence for Inside Out. I'm not nostalgic for a shitty movie from 9 years ago.
I just wanted to establish a baseline of our opinions.
I'm aware of it. I did not care for the first movie. I have not watched it once since we watched it in theaters.
Same. I watched it the one time.
Yeah.
Thought it was awful.
That's how it is.
Probably the same for this movie.
More than likely. I mean, there is a small child in my life periodically, every once in a while, so perhaps I will catch it if it gets put on.
Yeah.
You know? Yeah. But I don't think Inside Out 2 is something I'm ever going to seek out.
Right, exactly. But how'd you feel about it?
Better than the first one.
Better than the first one.
By miles.
Disgust was awesome. So mid as a movie, though. Like, even though I said, like, so much better than the first movie, I don't think it's still very... No.
If you stacked it up against other movies, not just the first one, but other movies, I would pick it over a lot of other films. It is just...
I hope we don't get a third movie, and that is because we have doubled the cast size with this one.
Yeah,
and
literally.
We've doubled it if
much.
We include nostalgia.
That's true. I do like her. She's very fun.
You know what? Like the 2 or 3 scenes she was in,
very cute.
Kind of liked it. Those were, the cutaway gags in this movie, actually fun. Anytime they cut to ennui, one of the new emotions, I'm like, yes. Queen, slay.
Actually, the best. I just wish there was more application of ennui, but with how big the cast was elevated to, and with all that we had to deal with, all of the new, because like it was all about anxiety. Period.
Yeah. They're like, when we want, this movie has a much stronger, coherent theme to it of like, ooh, Riley's growing up. Anxiety gets introduced. And it's like, oh, anxiety takes control of Riley's life. It's like, okay, I get what you're doing. And boy, is the climax exactly what you think it is.
Exactly.
Exactly what you think it is.
But with how much they emphasized about how anxiety is literally just taking control, you didn't need to introduce the 4 other characters.
No, you could have just had anxiety be there and ditched the other 4.
Yeah.
So, like, I think that was a bit of a misstep. I'm sure people are going to watch this movie and go, like, either go, like, oh my god, it's me for fur. Or, like... like, I'm sure people are going to connect to this movie in a positive way. Totally get it. I'm sure people are going to... You'll have the hardcore Pixar enthusiasts going, like, oh my god, I cried during the climax of the movie.
You're super not wrong.
Right?
I did not feel any tears tears pulling at me, you know?
I haven't felt that watching a Pixar movie ever, but everyone tells me these are very emotional films for them.
People cried. I cried a little bit with Coco. Coco got me to cry because old lady. You know,
old ladies exist.
I cry for old ladies. Such a shame. So sad for them. You know,
it happens. Sometimes you're just an old lady.
Yeah, you heard it here, folks. Sometimes you're just an old lady. Nothing you can fucking do about it.
It do be that way. One thing I do want to actually congratulate this movie for, like Inside Out 2. Mm-hmm. Nice looking.
Oh, yeah. Like, a lot of really good shots.
Yeah, the actual, like, shot composition, very good in this movie.
We got a lot of the better ones with the Riley scenes, as opposed to
I like that. I like that the Riley scenes look so... I don't want to use the term realistic, but they go really heavy on the emotional mood lighting during the Riley scenes, and it makes them just feel like a person, which was my complaint about the first movie.
Like the one that like really stands out in my mind is the scene where she's having an anxiety attack at the end of the movie,
panic attack,
where it's just like where the lighting's overhead, she's like hunched over.
It's good. Like the directing was actually good this time.
Yeah, which is like, you know. And I liked your comment earlier about what did fix this movie. Oh, yeah. And that we took sadness and literally threw her in the trash can.
I hated the dynamic of joy and sadness in the first movie. Where it's like, okay, what are they? Oh, they're polar opposites, but they're the same for her. Like, that's the gimmick of the movie, right? And then you would just cut away to... fear, disgust, and anger being the same character going, the console's not working, and the movie sucks. Yeah. Right? In this movie, we go, anxiety is, cracks knuckles, I got this. And it's just like piloting Riley's life for them. You have the other three emotions going they're just there, decoration. Mm-hmm. We have joy, disgust, fear, and anger going on a road trip together to fix Riley. Mm-hmm. And we have launched sadness into the sun. Not to hear from her for like over half the movie.
It kind of worked, right?
And I'm like, yes! Yes!
I mean, it did just work, huh?
We've removed the weak link.
Man, what a time.
And you know what? This is a gag that just, like, it's such a gag. But I loved the entire block of scenes for this, and that was the sarcasm.
That was pretty good. Sarcasm.
Like, Ennui taking control of the console and making Riley do sarcasm, and cutting to the other emotions, going like, oh no, a sarcasm!
So dumb. But also, like, it's the small, clever little word plays like that.
I'm feeling this. I'm feeling this.
Like, I felt kind of a similar way about the brainstorm scene.
Yeah.
Trying to think
of an idea. Big idea. Gigantic light
bulb. It was really good. There were small things. It definitely helped to elevate this movie. Mm-hmm. Probably not going to watch it again.
I will never watch this movie again.
Audience,
I would not recommend this movie to any of you. Unless you're 5. And what are you doing here if you're 5?
Yeah, it says 18 plus on the tin, bro. You can only subscribe if you want to pay Josh money.
If you post in the comments that you're 5, I'm banning you.
Yeah, ban. Sorry. It's just kind of the rules. I don't know. Does it say 18 plus in your bio? I mean, does it say that?
The game's 18 plus, so like you should.
What percent it says it? Yeah. We'll pretend. Anyway, yeah. Anyways, audience member who's 5, you need to fucking leave. Mm-hmm. Children, we hate you. Get out of here.
I hate children. Go away.
Go away. Children means anyone under 18.
I'd almost at this point go, like, if you're under the age of 21, you are a child.
Like, kind of actually.
And then next year, I'm going to say, if you're under the age of 25, you're a child.
Like, I literally had that thought today. It's just like, man, anyone under, like, 25, I kind of hate.
Yo, same.
I'm just like, am I at that old age now? It's like, sorry, I just can't fuck with you. I'm sorry.
It's fine. What are we doing with Cammy? Oh,
we heard her beep beep on the vehicle.
Yeah.
So
we got
someone rolling up.
Cameron and Davon.
Cameron and Devon sitting all by the lake chewing on some tobacco. Ding.
Oh my god.
Catch us some crawfish and do us a bowl. Mm-hmm.
This is not, what was that game? Northern Lights? The main character is from New Orleans.
Oh, that's so funny.
Yeah, one of the first scenes is like they have a boil.
Oh, they're having a bowl?
Yeah.
Crawfish bowl?
Yeah, they make gumbo.
Making gumbo?
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, that game's cute. The two of them look up to see a rather small sedan pulling up the road, a figure inside waving enthusiastically through the windshield.
What the hell? Where's his truck?
Oh yeah, he's in his undies.
Oh, hey.
Oh yeah,
It's Arturo. His name's Arturo.
Artur.
He's really cute.
Arturo.
Arturo. I feel like
Arturo.
I think with the way the name is, it's supposed to have a bit of an accentive flair to it. It's Arturo.
Arturo. Yeah.
Arturo.
Arty Farty.
Artie. We'll just call him Artie.
I think that is his nickname.
Is that his nickname?
Pretty
Oh
sure.
yeah, Devon called him that, didn't he?
Yeah, whatever.
That's weird. I have a cat. We can't call him that. That's the name of my cat.
That's too bad for your cat.
Yeah, she's pretty unfortunate that way, huh?
Yeah,
I didn't
yeah.
name her though. It's fine. Not that I'm complaining about the name. I like her name. Her name's not Arturo, by the way. Artie is short for something else, not Arturo.
Oh my god, you can't convince people. Everyone's like, oh my god, Darian's cat is named Arturo.
After the famous Arches character.
Yeah. That the cat that you got before Arches ever released.
Before it was ever made.
Probably before it was announced.
Probably.
It's fine. Devin, Cameron, sorry I'm late. I had trouble finding this road. Then I had trouble driving it. Did I catch you in the middle of some...
Where the hell is your truck?
Huh?
Look at my Jeep. I told you I was stuck, man.
Well, this is not the reunion I was expecting. I thought you just wanted a ride.
Oh my god.
Besides, even if I pull you out, your Jeep's fucked. I can tell from here.
My Jeep sense tells me your Jeep's fucked.
I'm a car guy. I hope you know.
I hope you know. I can tell just by looking at it.
I am, in fact, a male, and thus, like cars.
Is that true, males? Men of watching this? Yeah. Do you like cars by default?
I remember it was like 2 years ago, like I met up with Darian and he's like, I'm a car guy now.
I did do that. That's true. That's pretty true. I started working on a car with my dad for a while.
And it's like, it was one of the cringiest things this man has like...
It's so funny done. Though. Would you want me to do anything different though? Realistically, would you? I don't think so.
I don't know. Be nice, Dev. He's doing us a favor. Hey, Cam! Hey, Artie. I fell in the lake, so that's why I'm half naked right now. You're more than half naked. You have just your little briefy weefies on.
What's half naked then? Just a shirtless or pantsless?
I would say like half naked means half of you is fully clothed. That's the way I think about it.
It's not levels of clothing, as in like full clothes, like pants, underwear, shirt. Whereas like 1/3 clothed is shirt off, but pants and underwear on.
I consider pants, underwear, that's half naked. You are half fully clothed.
Okay. I see what you're saying. Yeah,
it's fine.
More of a whole picture sort of thing instead of a semantic sort of thing.
Yeah,
I understand. I get you.
That's hilarious. Did you push him in, Devin? Already makes me feel like I'm back in college.
Oh my god.
Hey, are you guys ghost hunting? Can I join in before we head out?
Nope.
Oh, we are going ghost adventures. Why not?
Because we're done.
Dev, we can probably walk around a bit before we go. He went on a really long drive.
What?
Devin sounds incredulous. What a $5 word. And Cameron can understand why. But despite what the bear said moments ago, he still wanted to explore further. Cameron knows that once he leaves, he'll probably never come back to this place again. Damn, Dev. Did the two of you switch places or something? Anyway, I agree with Cam. I gotta stretch my legs out a bit. Then go hop in the lake.
Yeah.
Do some
laps.
Yeah.
Around the whole lake.
The entire thing.
You gotta swim the whole damn thing.
And touch the bottom.
Yes. Very important. Who knows what you'll find?
You'll never know.
No, they recovered Sydney's body from the lake.
Oh, yeah. He's properly barreled.
Okay.
Barreled?
He's barreled. They put him in a barrel and put that barrel in the ground. Fuck caskets. Put my body in a barrel, dude. Hell yes. Get like a nice... Oh, shit. Get like a nicely charred...
Yeah.
Get me a barrel that was aged with wine that was also used for aging bourbon with the burnt insides. They char the insides when they do that, and it gives it that smoky flavor. Just put me in one of them shits.
Devin looks at Cameron, apparently at a loss for words. Cameron can't meet his gaze, so he looks down the road toward Echo, toward the place that he's positive has more answers to all of his questions. He needs this. He wants this. I wouldn't say that's a need.
No, he wants
I would call that a want.
Mm-hmm.
Devin sighs as he watches Artie squat down behind his Jeep, examining the wheels balanced above the cracks and dusty asphalt. Shit! How do you manage to do this? It looks like you literally drove straight off the road. Devin sighs deeply as he stands next to Cameron, practically fantasizing about getting into the beaten-up sedan and escaping this hellish town. They're so close to getting out of here, and the bear just wishes he could pick them both up and toss them in the car. You're probably strong enough to do so.
Yeah, you really kind of could.
Devin, this is now on you.
For not taking action, right?
Yeah.
And it's daytime. You can leave Echo now.
Yeah.
That's the rules of Echo. If you try to leave at night, the town will fuck with you. Daytime,
exactly.
It can't hide whatever shenanigans it's doing in the dark. You can't just drive in broad daylight in a spooky town and have the town go spooky on you.
Right.
It just don't work.
That's how this works.
Yeah.
Sure, he could technically do that if he wanted to, but that obviously isn't a reality. But why? He just knows that to go against Cameron's wishes right now would be devastating to the coyote and their relationship. So?
See, Josh, in a relationship, there's some give and there's some take, you know?
So if it costs you your lives...
But see, okay, right? So it could. So on the one hand, it could cost their life.
Do you want to like chance Cameron being angry at you in your relationship breaking up, or are you both dying?
But see, he doesn't know that they're gonna die. He's just there's danger, but death isn't a certainty, just a possibility, and that's not strong enough. If it was like, if you don't leave this town by the stroke of like 2 p.m. this day, you will die, then maybe. But
like, I'm a gambling man, but if it's like 40% chance of death, I'm not a gambling man. Wow! If it's like a 15% chance, let's go.
Okay, reasonable.
But like, if it's like 40, that's a bit too high for my taste.
So? It's not even half.
You're right, but like, I'd probably write a will at that point.
True. Valid. Okay.
And he can do is ride this out and hope that they'll be on their way within the hour. And Devin notices the silence after Artie's question, and the cat is looking up expectantly. Not wanting Cameron to be put on the spot, the bear clears his throat.
We thought we saw something on the road and swerved. It was probably a rock or something.
Artie looks back at the road, where there definitely isn't a rock. Dev sees Cameron rub an arm self-cautiously out of the corner of his eye.
It was in the middle of the night, so, shadows and shit.
Huh. Hard to imagine you overreacting like that, Dev. Glad you guys are okay, though. Must have been rough looking at how deep the tires went.
It was. Hey, how long do you need to recharge for that drive? I can take the wheel if you're too worn out.
Ha! Right after you crashed your own car.
Damn, I knew that was going to be the reason.
Yeah.
Because, in my mind, I knew Dev was going to offer to drive, and Archie's like, Arturo.
Archie's?
I said, I meant to say Artie, but I was trying to also going to say Arturo, but it kind of came out as Archie.
Yeah, Archie, I get it.
Anyway.
Yeah.
I knew he was going to say some shit. I knew he was going to do that.
It was the middle of the night.
Hey, I'm just playing, dude. Chill. Artie raises a brow at the bear, glancing at Cameron. You guys alright? It kind of feels like I've walked into a fight or something. Dev massages just above his eyes with a thumb and middle finger. I guess?
Above his eyes.
Oh, okay.
He's not pinching the bridge of his nose. He's just above his eyes.
I feel like I would still use my index finger, but
I would too, but
you do.
Yeah.
No, I'm just really tired, man. We were up here most of the night.
Artie then looks to Cameron, waiting for a response from the coyote. Dev tries not to bristle?
Bristle. You don't pronounce the T.
Then why is it there?
Yeah, I don't know. That's how they made the word.
Did you prefer if the word got rid of the T and had a double L?
No, I would prefer it with the T. It looks more correct.
But
Bristle.
Yeah, bristle. So double L.
No. Nah. If anything, I would prefer SSEL.
Ooh.
Bristle.
Okay.
You know
You're selling me on this.
Okay.
Yeah. Gotta call up Webster to get this.
Yeah. Come on, we gotta change his fucking word, bro.
I think this is more aesthetically pleasing.
Miriam, get Webster on the phone. I gotta fucking launch a complaint.
At the implication that Cameron might have a different response. We're just tired. I think walking around a little bit would do us all some good. No, yeah. Last time I went ghost hunting with Dev, it was real spooky, even though we didn't see anything. One of my top 10 highs, in fact.
Highs?
Artie jogs back to his car. I got some oil canisters from the dispensary on the way here. You guys want a hit? And Dev's stomach turns as he watches Artie grab a vape pen from the passenger seat.
We're vaping!
Vape Nation, baby!
Vape Nation!
Nah, we're good, man. I don't know if it's a good idea for you to do that and drive, anyway. Are you high right now, actually?
No. And I'll have come down by the time we're done looking around. And Devin can't manage to say anything more before Artie takes a deep, long pull from the pen, a red light on the tip pulsing to life in time with his intake of breath.
Oh man, he ripping some fat clouds. He chuffing that cotton, dude. Let's go.
How do you know if I'm good? Cameron's voice is so low, Dev almost doesn't hear it.
What was that, honey?
You said we're good, without even asking me. Cammy.
You're a recovering addict, brother. Come on.
You're in the middle of the desert in your underwear.
Is now the time to smoke.
Is now the time to say that you're okay. Or not okay. I don't know, man.
Yeah, who knows?
He
doesn't know.
He's a pupper. It's fine.
Little guy.
And Devin doesn't know what to say anymore because Cam just doesn't do drugs. The coyote would even joke that he's straight edge.
I just thought...
Dev struggles for a word as Artie looks at Cameron, then Devin, then back again as he continues to hold his vape pen. Hold in the vape he inhaled. Anyway, I don't mind taking a hit, if that's okay with you, Artie. Artie exhales loudly and holds out the pen to Cameron. Yeah, of course, dude. Dev stares incredulously, the disbelief building until he can't hold it. Okay. I'll hold it back. :
Colon.
Cameron, what are you doing?
Artie looks at Dev with wide eyes, but Cameron only spares him a glance before plucking the pen from Artie's paw and taking a deep pull from it. Dev stares at the pulsing red light, then at Cameron's face, whose eyes are closed. Dev can't tell what Cameron's thinking right now, but whatever it is, Dev knows this isn't the behavior of the coyote he's gotten to know over the years. It's juvenile, and Cameron is usually more mature than the bear when it comes to stuff like this. Okay, I'll just play along like everything's fine between you two.
Smart.
I love this
That's
look.
the way to do it.
Yeah, he looks so... He's concerned, but is taking it in stride.
Yeah. He's like, okay, sure.
Okay, buddy, you
Okay,
do
guys.
you.
Oh, jeez.
Aw, gee willikers. Either way, maybe we should just go. Dev feels his chest loosen a bit with relief at hearing those words, at hearing some sense from someone other than himself, but Cameron frowns and opens his mouth. Instead of words, he begins to cough explosively into his elbow, seemingly unable to catch his breath. You know, it's been a hot minute since he's...
Can't even hold his shit like an adult.
Yeah.
What a loser.
Look, he's a sensitive little
fair.
pupper.
Hey, are you alright?
Dev walks over to Cameron, rubbing his back. Yeah, that's normal, especially with a big hit like that. You handle your weed pretty good.
He doesn't smoke weed, dude. That's why I assumed.
I smoked plenty back in high school. Never hit one of these, though. Cameron seems to be catching his breath, finally. That's harsh as fuck. Like, worse than a blunt. You get used to it. Besides, you only need to, hit it a few times to get high. Should I take another then?
No, you shouldn't.
We 5 more.
Just 5 more.
Cameron narrows his eyes at Dev. Why are you acting like this, Dev? It's just marijuana. I never complain when you drink.
Uh-oh.
Is he a bit of an alcoholic?
A little bit of an alky boy. Love some alky.
Yeah.
Little Devon, love his alky.
Do you think he puts like a little curly straw?
Little curly straw.
Yeah.
He strikes me as the type to get like a tall pint of Blue Moon,
Yeah.
but insists to not drink any of it unless there's an orange slice present.
Oh my god. I've met those people. I'm always like, it can't be that important.
Like, don't get me wrong, tastes pretty good with the orange, but like, I'll just have like a glass. That's fine.
Yeah. What if I just pour some Sunny D into it? Will you drink it then?
I probably would still drink it, yeah. I feel like it wouldn't taste that good, though.
No.
I think that tastes pretty bad.
No.
Devin also probably likes IPAs, like the really hoppy kind. I could be wrong, but he strikes me as one of them.
Yeah. Okay. Wait, what is... Yeah, okay.
Because this isn't like you at all, Cameron.
Dev had been holding the conversation back from becoming personal, if only because Artie is here, but at this point he can't stop himself. He's starting to wonder if all of this goes deeper than he'd like to think. In the awkward silence that follows, Artie quietly takes the pen from Cameron. Well, I think 1 is good for now, especially if this is your first time smoking in a while. Let's see how you feel in 20 minutes. He pauses and tilts the pen in his paw towards Devin. You sure you're good? I know we only got high together a few times, but I don't want you to feel left out.
No, it's not my thing.
Devin looks at Cameron.
You told me back in college that it wasn't your thing either. That's the only reason I said we were good. Sorry, man.
No problem. It's just been a while, so why not have a go, right? Dev sighs loudly and folds his arms, shaking his head in resignation.
Resignation.
Regnation.
Regnation. That's for you Reggie Rock lovers out there.
Oh,
I love the sound effect of Reggie Rock.
That's the best like trio Pokemon.
Oh, Rock, Ice, and Steel.
Yeah, just the Reggies.
Well, I mean, there's more. There's more of them now.
No, there isn't.
No, there isn't. Regigigas.
No, there isn't.
Regidrago is so funny though.
No,
he's a ball with two big dragon heads for arms.
We have the trio, and that's all they ever made.
True. That's pretty good. They are pretty good. That's a strong trio.
There, everyone's like, "Well, what about the dogs?" I'm like, "What about the fucking dogs?
What about the fucking dogs?"
Mr. I have a movie, Mr. I have an OVA, Mr. I have an entire subplot in a video game. Fuck with these guys.
No.
Like,
give me the
give me these little guys.
I guess so.
Artie quietly takes another hit off the pen before tossing it back into the car. If it makes you feel better. Artie puffs out his cheeks as he lets out his breath. Shit's a lot safer than alcohol. Or most any drugs, really.
Oh, spare me, dude. I'm not in the mood for stoner talk right now.
It's true. I think it's physically impossible to overdose on it.
That's not the point, Cam. It's more mentally fucky, you know?
Artie shrugs. Depends on the person. I think Cameron's old enough to know what's good for him.
Ooh.
I mean, he's like 22. Maybe. I actually just tossed the name out there. I tossed the number out there.
Uh-huh.
I'm sure someone's name is 22.
Yeah, 22. Hey, 22. If you're watching, hey, 22, how are you?
Hey, what's up?
Like and subscribe.
Right? How would you feel about naming your kid a number? What number would you name your kid?
I mean, 22 is pretty strong.
22 is pretty strong.
I feel like any of the 20s is good. 11's already been ruined by Stranger Things. Can't call your kid 11. No, I'm gonna call one of them. I'm gonna call him number 66. 66.
Okay.
Yeah.
Sure.
It's a good one.
Is that after 6'6", the Ben 10 villain?
No. I mean, it would probably be a terrible name now that I'm thinking what it's from, because it was just the number that popped into my head.
Yeah.
But it is because Meg and I have been watching the original Full Metal Alchemist, and Barry the Chopper becomes number 66, the prisoner whose soul gets transmuted into the really cool suit of armor.
Yeah.
So
it do be that way.
It's a good anime.
It's like fine.
I'd say it's good. I would call it good.
I wish Full Metal Alchemist was as good as the fourth opening theme of the original adaptation. I realize that that's a statement.
That's a very, very specific statement. I mean, like, so tell me if you recall.
Yeah.
For the original show.
Yeah.
When it aired here in America, did it start with the second opening from the jump? Or did we start with the...
We had the
Did we have the original
Ready,
opening
Steady,
first?
Go was the second opening. Right?
Yes.
Yeah. I think that's just the era that like got repeated the most on television. So like America remembers that opening a lot.
Yeah, because we just gotten into the episodes where that opening started, which is around Laboratory 5. We meet Greed, all that sort of stuff.
Yeah.
Okay. I don't remember ever seeing the original opening, but I didn't start watching it until probably like in the 20s of episodes when it first started airing. So
Artie keeps his tone light, but Devin feels himself actually bristle at that. It's like he's being made out to be a controlling boyfriend, so the bear just looks away in frustration. It doesn't matter what the cat thinks. While Artie was a good friend in college, he didn't know all that much about Devin and Cameron's relationship or Cameron's past. The bear knows his coyote, and this isn't like Cameron at all. He just hopes that whatever it is that's going on with his boyfriend will stop when they leave the town. Aww.
Ooh.
Oh, okay. He's dressed again. We're fine. We're good. Cameron stares across the lake, noticing how the light blue of the water almost perfectly reflects the blue of the sky. Is that why lakes are blue? Because they're just a reflection of what's above it? Oh, that's a cat at the door. Okay. I'm like, why is it like that? I don't know. And that's why it becomes dark and murky when the weather is cloudy. Oh shit! That's crazy! And this seemingly profound realization is what makes Cameron suddenly realize that he's very high. At first, Cameron finds it funny and he laughs out loud, only to stumble over nothing as his limbs suddenly feel instantly heavy. What was funny suddenly becomes somewhat alarming, and the coyote's giggling dies away almost instantly. And Cameron quickly walks back. Walks?
Mm-hmm.
Not walls.
Correct.
I don't know how you can wall.
How do you...
What's the verb of wall?
Walling? Walled.
Can you walling? Yeah.
I'm walling.
I'm walling! Cameron quickly walks back to the road where Dev and Artie are, trying not to look like his legs are both 50 pounds heavier. It doesn't help that his jeans are still a bit damp. Ugh, I hate that feeling. And the feeling of the soggy denim on his fur incredibly unpleasant. Just a minute ago, he had walked to the shore to put his clothes back on and everything had been fine. Now he's in a different world. He leans back against the car, folding his arms, trying to ignore the intensifying gravity. Fuck! He's never been this high before. His 16-year-old self would be able to handle this no problem, but the shroom trip he went through sometimes during junior year had ruined most reality-distorting drugs for him. Even when he smokes the cheap, weak bud his friends provided through high school, he would still come close to freaking out. But he always had an oxy back in those days to calm himself down, or at least whenever Bunzo, he managed to steal from his mom's medicine cabinet. Now, there's nothing between him and feeling like the time and reality are completely fucked. Permanently fucked? Like how shrooms permanently fucked his sense of self. Can we do that? Stop. Oh, let's go. Stupid fucking idiot. Stop psyching yourself out and man the fuck up. Dev has been right, of course. What the fuck was he thinking? Well, he knows what it is he'd been thinking. While he'd made a fuss about Dev answering for him, in reality, it had been a spur-of-the-moment decision. Because when Artie offered the pen, he remembered that seeing things always become easier when he was high. It wasn't really a positive part of being high, but he is going to be doing this psychic shit. Maybe he should experiment more with it. He feels very differently about it now. Weed seems like a good, harmless way to test his experiment 10 minutes ago. But now Cameron is questioning if weed even triggered supernatural stuff for him in the first place. He was always on the other stuff whenever he smoked weed, after all. Opioids, stimulants, disassociatives, and definitely hallucinogens like shrooms did the trick, but for obvious reasons, he's never going to try those things again. And he just needs to relax and be aware if something happens. Oh hey, he's blazed! Cameron's eye opens his eyes, looking toward Artie in confusion. Huh?
Babe, you alright?
The coyote looks at the bear, still confused. Oh, what's wrong? I just asked if you're feeling okay. And, you were totally spaced out.
Artie, just stop freaking him out. Everything's fine. Alright, Cameron?
I am fine. It's you acting like something's wrong that's freaking me out right now. We are kind of being buzzkills, Devin. You got water. Let's get him a drink. Dev takes Cameron's paw.
Sorry. Let's get water. Okay, honey?
Seeing Dev transition from frustrated to concerned immediately makes Cameron feel better. While he'd acted rebellious to somewhat disguise his intentions, he doesn't actually want the bear to be mad at him. He'll explain to Devin later why he did this if it actually ends up working. Just telling him right now, with Artie right here, would be way too complicated for his brain right now. Drugs hold a lot of baggage for him, like they would for any former addict, and Cameron doesn't doubt that Dev is not pleased in the slightest with what he's doing right now. For now, he squeezes Devin's paw in his own, and smiles as the bear squeezes back. Cameron giggles. Holy shit, I've never been this high before, and that was a single mouth hit? All oil cartridges are insane!
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I swear it gets more potent every year. I'm not surprised it knocked you on your ass. Cameron vacantly watches Dev climbing into the rear of the Jeep, grabbing their plastic bottles and one of the gallon jugs of water. How long is the come up? Am I gonna get more high? Only if you take another hit. You wanna? Dev looks up from unpacking their food and water, biting his lip, but Cameron shakes his head. Nah, I'm good. Just wondering. So just relax. You'll start coming down within the hour. Sounds good. One time I did shrooms and I was stuck in it for 8 hours. It felt like forever. Like literally forever. Yeah, no thanks. That shit freaks me out. I'm not into that stuff that changes you for good, you know? Yeah, it definitely changed me. Not in a good way. I mean, some people change for the better, but others just kind of end up mentally fucked up, and that was me. No shit. What'd it do? Just the idea that a few nasty tasting mushrooms can just change your entire universe makes everything feel fake, I guess. Like everything that makes us who we are, our brain signals or whatever, can be so easily manipulated. You realize nothing's real, and for my friends, that was something that actually motivated them to be better people. For me, I just cared less and less. The weed is making him open up about things he usually wouldn't, and the coyote isn't sure if that's a good thing. Sure, it opened up my mind, but no one ever tells you that you can't close it when you're done. You can't ever close it. I should have listened when they told me I needed to be in a good place for it to have a good impact on me. I wasn't in a good place at all. The stress of the past day, on top of remembering that traumatic event, makes Cameron's eyes well up. Probably also because of the weed. Hey, dude, you okay? Are you okay? A tear spill over, and now he's truly crying. Despite knowing it must look ridiculous, it feels meaningful and poignant. There's a G there.
But it's contributing to the sound.
The G wants to be center stage.
I don't know.
And I think he might deserve that.
I don't know.
Do you not think G deserves a chance to shine?
Maybe not in poignant. It has its own words. Like gentrification. It's all about the G.
It's all about that G, baby. A good cry.
A good cry.
I think maybe that's a good place to end it.
Okay.
So the G is center stage.
Center stage. All hail the G.
Right. Well, we'll see you guys around.